Good morning. Good morning. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new live edition episode of Carolina Panthers Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. I'm your host for this morning, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram, coming at you live here on the U to the 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, the bye week is over. It's time for Carolina to get back to work. Week 14. We come out of the bye to return home to face the Atlanta Falcons for the second time this season. So we're going to talk about this matchup. Now, we won the first meeting on the road in Atlanta, which that's 2 years in a row that we've beaten Atlanta on the road. But like I said, we've struggled playing at home. We've only won 2 games this year at home. So we gotta protect home field. Good morning, Ace. How are you doing? So let's talk about this matchup, because there's a lot of key things. ESPN Matchup Predictor has Carolina with the 67.5% chance of winning, Atlanta with a 32.2% chance of winning, and a 0.3% chance of a tie. Now, looking at the injury report, Atlanta doesn't have a lot. Retribution Brown, good morning. I'm doing well. Well rested. Hope you are as well. So, only folks Atlanta have on their injury report are safety Richie Grant and linebacker Adetokunbo Ogundeji. I don't even know if I said that correct, but they're both listed as questionable. But we got a couple of folks. So both our right guard and left guard, John Miller and Michael Jordan, are out. So it's going to hurt the offensive line. And Daquan Jones returned to practice Friday, so he's looking ready to go. Rashawn Melvin didn't practice, but doesn't have a injury status. Not only that, offensive lineman Trent Scott and our linebacker Frankie Luvu are still on the reserve COVID-19 list. So apparently they are planning to start Brady Christensen and Dennis Daly at the guard spots. Ooh. When you was on Twitch, that was me out talking about Retribution Zero. That was me. Yeah, I knew. A says, Matt Rule is getting on my last nerves as usual. Yeah, I bet he's getting on everybody's last nerves. But yeah, we kind of got hit hard with the injury bug. I don't know why they're not starting Brady Christensen at left tackle, but then again, Cam Irving returned. So I'm pretty sure they're going to start Cam Irving at left tackle. But Brady Christensen and Dennis Daly will be in both guard spots. So, yeah. So it's looking like Taylor Moton and Cam Irving at the tackles, Daly and Christensen at the guards, Pat Elflein at the center position. That's what our O-line is looking like for this game. Not only that, this will be the first game with Jeff Nixon taking over for offensive coordinator. So, gonna have to see how that goes. This is gonna be a very interesting situation going into this. No more Joe Brady. So we'll have to see how this goes. Well, let's look at this matchup in a little more detail. So looking at the offenses, first off, both teams are 5-7. Both teams are 5-7, and the Falcons have actually done good on the road this year. They're 4-2 on the road, so keep that in mind. We're 2-4 at home. Okay, looking at the rankings matchup, looking at both offenses, I mean, in some areas they're kind of close, and in other areas it's kind of obvious who's better. So total yards a game on offense, Carolina's ranked 29th, Atlanta's ranked 24th. Rushing yards a game, Carolina's ranked 16th, Atlanta is tied for 27th. For net passing yards a game, we're ranked 29th, Atlanta's ranked 17th. So that's a big gap. Sacks allowed, we are tied for 21st. Atlanta's tied for 17th. So that's kind of close. But yeah, we're second to last, y'all, on sacks allowed. Not good. Not good. And we already have a struggling offensive line. And we're tied for last. Or excuse me, I'm sorry. Correction. We're tied for 21st. I'm sorry. We're tied for 21st. But we've given up 31 sacks. So my correction. Sacks allowed, we're 21st, tied for 21st. Atlanta's tied for 17th. Third down efficiency, which we suck at, we're ranked 28th. Atlanta's ranked 16th. So they're, just out of the top 15. But they're much better than us on third down. So something to keep in mind. Points per game, we're ranked 24th. Atlanta's ranked 27th. So, I mean, we're only kind of close in a few areas, but I think it's safe to say that Atlanta has the better offense coming into this game. Looking at defense. Now, defense is different. So on defense, total yards per game, we're ranked second. Atlanta ranked 25th. For rushing yards a game, we're ranked 17th. Atlanta ranked 22nd. Passing yards per game, we're ranked second. Atlanta is ranked 18th. Sacks, we are tied for fourth. And Atlanta is actually at the bottom, 32. They only have 15 sacks this year, so they're ranked at the bottom. Third down efficiency on defense, we are ranked 5th. Atlanta is ranked 30th. Takeaways, we're tied for 17th. Atlanta is ranked 26th. And points allowed a game, we are ranked 7th. Atlanta is ranked 31st. So we clearly have the advantage on defense. We need to really be aggressive on defense, y'all. And not only that, we need to be aggressive on offense. Because look at Atlanta's defensive rankings. Most of them are like 3 of them are in the 30s, y'all. Sacks, 32nd. Third down efficiency, 30th. Points allowed, 31st. Atlanta's not good on defense. We need to really take advantage of that. This Carolina offense has to be on point this game. Like, we should be able to easily put 30 points up on this Atlanta team, up on this Atlanta defense. We should be able to put up 30 points. That might sound crazy with where we're at, but looking at these rankings, Carolina offense should easily be able to put up 30 points on this Atlanta defense. At least 30. And then you look at Atlanta's offensive rankings, going up against our defense. I mean, They don't have a lot of points per game. They're ranked 27th. They struggle on the run game. They're tied for 27th. And total yards per game, I mean, they're only 24th. So we should really be able to destroy Atlanta's offense with Carolina's defense. Ace says, I wonder what made Matt Rule choose Joe Brady over his best friend Jeff Nixon in the first place. Oh, I didn't know they were best friends. I didn't know they were tight like that. But yeah, that's interesting. But we have to also look at a couple of things. We got to remember on defense, no Dante Jackson, still no J.C. Horn, no Frankie Louvu. So our defense will be affected a little bit, but I really feel like we should still be able to take up the slack. Yeah, they went to college together. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't know that. But yeah, so the defense may be affected a little bit without those three players. Also, Derek Brown will be back in the starting lineup on the D line. So look forward to that. But really, I still believe our defense should still be able to take advantage and destroy this Atlanta team. I really do. I know we're coming out of the bye, but we really should be refreshed, re-energized, and ready to do some damage on this last push. And if we can't beat Atlanta, it's a done deal. If we can't beat Atlanta, especially looking at these rankings, like on their Atlanta's defense, we should be able to own their defense with our offense because they got a lot of low ranks on defense. I mean, their offense is a little better than their defense, but not by a whole lot. So as far as who on the Falcons that are really a concern, I mean, Matt Ryan has done okay, but he hasn't really done a whole lot of damage this year. Let's look at some stats for the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, Matt Ryan, 68.1% completion, 2,914 yards, 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, been sacked 26 times. So, I mean, you know, those aren't crazy big numbers. Cordell Patterson only has 489 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. Mike Davis, 2 touchdowns, 338 yards rushing. I mean, I feel like the biggest threat on their team is probably Kyle Pitts. I would say it's probably Kyle Pitts. 49 catches, 709 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, not even Calvin Ridley has many numbers. 31 receptions, 281 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. Although Cordell Patterson has been used quite a bit in the passing game, 44 catches, 518 yards, and 5 touchdowns. So probably should keep an eye on Cordell Patterson in the receiving game. Ace says, it's not like we haven't stopped their offense before. I mean, we did it in the first meeting. So, I mean, we're definitely capable of really shutting down their offense. So I would say in the receiving game, probably Kyle Pitts and Cordell Patterson are probably the main threats on in the receiving game. But realistically, y'all, Carolina should be able to shut this offense down, even with no Dante Jackson, J.C. Horn, and Frankie Louvu. It really shouldn't be that much of an issue. In all seriousness, it shouldn't be that much of an issue. Now, on offense. Now, with offense, I mean, Cam Newton still has yet to get that victory as a starter. 0-10 right now. So hopefully that'll change. I know he took a lot of the blame and responsibility for Joe Brady getting let go, which I mean, I get it, but ultimately, Joe Brady was bound to be gone at least by the end of the season. So I really don't think it would have made any difference, even if Cam Newton took responsibility. It wouldn't have made any difference. Joe Brady was going to be gone. Let's just keep it real. He was going to be gone anyway. Because you got to remember, it's not like he did that well even before Cam Newton got here. So, but Cam Newton back at starter. No Christian McCaffrey, so I expect us to see a rotation between Amir Abdullah and Chuba Hubbard. Although we recently signed I think we recently signed another not fullback. I think we recently signed another running back. I think to the practice squad. Let me see who that is. Because I think we signed another running back to the practice squad. I don't see him listed though. If anybody knows who it was, let me know. I don't see him listed. Oh, here we go. Jaquez Patrick. So apparently 6'2", 230 pounds, 24 years old, out of Florida State. I guess potential power back. Undrafted free agent with the Bengals in 2020. Spent time on their practice squad. Only saw two games against the Niners this year. 2 carries, 12 yards. So I hadn't really done much. But he was brought to the roster, the practice squad. But it's looking like we're going with a 2 running back combination in Chuba Hubbard and Amir Abdullah. So looking forward to that. And honestly, really, this is going to be a game that comes down to execution on offense. You know, Jeff Nixon is at the helm on offensive coordinator. We got to get the run game going, and we got to air it out as well. We got to take advantage of this struggling Atlanta defense. We got to air it out, and we got to be aggressive on the run. You know, there's been a lot of talks about running the ball more. I mean, we got to do it. So I expect Jeff Nixon to really open up the playbook. You know, let Cam be Cam. Amir Abdullah, Chuba Hubbard. We got to get that combo, that rotation going strong. I think that's a good combo, and I think we can make that work. But, I mean, on defense, Atlanta's ranked 22nd in rushing yards allowed. So we got to take advantage of that. They're a little bit better on passing yards allowed. They're 18th. But, I mean, we should really be able to just run and pass all over this defense, despite our struggling offense. Like I said, our main weak point is the O-line. So, but Atlanta's defense is at the bottom on sacks. So it's really just going to come down to execution, y'all. But as I've said earlier, we should at least be able to put up 30 points on this Atlanta defense. At least 30 points. But this is definitely the game to start this final run. Out of these 5 games, this is the one. It has to start with this game. For Carolina to have any hopes or chances of saving their season to squeak in a playoff berth, it starts with this game. And realistically, we got to win out. We got to win out. That's really the only way that there's even a chance. That is the way. Because looking at these standings right now, Carolina's the 10th seed right behind the Eagles. But we're second, I believe, in the NFC South, which, I mean, we're undefeated in our division, but at the end of the day, you know, being undefeated in our division, even if we win the rest of our division games, that doesn't necessarily guarantee a playoff spot. So it's going to be close. Like I said, Tampa Bay is rolling. They're 9-3. The rest of the teams are 5-7. And Tampa Bay is undefeated at home. We got a tough task. We got a really tough task. But it can be done. It can definitely be done, but it has to happen now. It has to happen now. So, score prediction. Score prediction. Honestly, $35-7. Because like I said, we should be able to annihilate this Falcons team. With the way the rankings are and the way that the Falcons have played, plus stats, we should be able to own this Falcons team. I expect to see takeaways, whether in the form of fumbles or interceptions. I expect to see takeaways from Carolina. Well, yeah, 35-7. I know that's a stretch, but realistically, it shouldn't even be a close game. And don't get me wrong, I know we've lost some games against teams we really shouldn't have lost to, but like I said, we're coming out of the bye, and I know lately history has showed Carolina to struggle coming out of the bye, but I really feel like this time will be different, at least with this game. At least with this game. So Yeah, I just really feel like this should be a win. This should be a win. Cam Newton will finally get his victory after a 0-10 start. And this will really start the push, the final push. Like I said, it's not going to be easy because we got Atlanta, then we got the Bills, then we got the Bucks, then the Saints, then the Bucks. But like I said, we got to win all 5 of these games. If we can win all 5 of these games and finish 10-7, we got a shot. We might not win in the playoffs, but we'll have a shot. But anyway, what are y'all's thoughts? What are y'all predicting with this matchup? We got Atlanta at home. I mean, there's a few factors to look at, especially being we've only won 2 home games this season. But I really think this should be a win for Carolina. This should be a win. This should be a win. But, I mean, that's pretty much all that I have. I mean, I didn't expect to really have too much to say with this matchup because I just really feel like the evidence is there and it should be clear with what we have to be able to get this victory. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, that's all that I pretty much have. Let me know what y'all think, what your score predictions are. And, with this being the start of Jeff Nixon taking over as offensive coordinator, will this offense bounce back and actually be decent for these remaining 5 games? Can Cam Newton get on track, help boost this offense? Amir Abdullah, Chuba Hubbard. This combo's got to go strong. Receivers, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. Who's another receiver that's going to step up? Brandon Zylstra? Would love to see Shi Smith. Would like to see Terrace Marshall Jr. do something. Tight ends. I want to see more Tommy Tremble, more Ian Thomas. I really want to see a lot of aggressiveness on the run and in the pass. And hopefully see some deep balls. And then defense, hopefully you can get as much pressure as possible on Matt Ryan. He struggles quite a bit when he's pressured all game. Stop the run. Stopping the run has been a weakness for Carolina. So hopefully that is cleaned up for this game because we have had issues stopping the run. And like I said, we're going to be tested at linebacker with no Frankie Louvu. We're going to be tested with the secondary. No J.C. Horn, no Dante Jackson. So looking to see what A.J. Bouye, Keith Taylor, C.J. Henderson, may see some Rashawn Melvin in there. Though they're going to have to really step up. We're going to have to really step up. Stephon Gilmore, are we going to see more snaps for Stephon Gilmore? It's quite a bit to look at. Safety position, Justin Burris, Jeremy Chin. Burris has struggled some. Sean Chandler has struggled. So hopefully everything will work out. I really believe it will. I really believe it will, and we'll get back on track, get this 6th win, And then from there, I mean, we just got to take it one game at a time. We got to take it one game at a time. These final 5 games are going to be interesting. It's a lot of division games. I mean, shoot, 4 out of 5 of them are division games. So these are important. But I'm not sure anything less than a 10-7 will get us a playoff spot. So we got to win out. We got to win out. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And y'all, let's go out here and get this win. Let's get this win, especially at home. We haven't won at home in a while. Let's get this win. We need to get this win. No matter what happens, keep pounding. We're gonna get through this. What's up, BJ? But we got to get through this. It's going to be a tough road. But let's see what we can do. Let's see what this team can do. Part of me is hopeful for at least 4 wins. Do I think we'll win out? Probably not. But if we get 3 to 4 wins, I'll be kind of satisfied. But winning 5 straight, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. It's not impossible, but it can be done. It can be done. So Carolina, go get it done. Anyway, I'm your host, Blitzball Champ of Blitzball Champ Gaming, coming at you with this episode of Carolina Panthers Talk. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all tomorrow for the recap video for Panthers Falcons. Keep pounding. Let's go out here and get this win. Go do it. Take care, y'all. Peace out.